So the spiritual path is where consciousness pulls its attention away from outer things and turns its attention inward. And first it's a process of being aware of its own feelings or its own moods or its own thoughts or its own body. But eventually when it's turning its attention inward, it starts finding an experience, and you begin to experience yourself resting in yourself. You begin to notice your attention when it turns inward into itself. At its core of what it is there is this feeling of quietude, this feeling of peacefulness. You tend to feel more relaxed, more comfortable, and the things of your life tend to quiet down. When we put our attention on the outer life, our attention is stimulated, we're activated, we're interested. We're going towards things or going away from things. We're approaching things we like and we're moving away from things we don't like. And we're constantly calculating how to get what we want and avoid what we fear. And so we're constantly in motion and concerned with the outer life. So this constant motion is what stops consciousness from being able to rest and know itself, in the same way that waves rise up from an ocean and create this apparent turbulence in the energy of the waves and the frothing. But when the waves quiet, they tend to take on the quietude of the ocean. So it's the same way with us. When we're involved with outer activity in the outer world, we're in this agitated, stimulated, churning process. And as soon as we turn our attention inward, we start taking on the quality of that which is our nature, which is a vast ocean of beingness, a vast ocean of consciousness, which actually is shared with every single living thing. That there's no difference between my consciousness and your consciousness and anyone else's consciousness, or any other living thing's consciousness. Actually, every other thing, be it an atom, a subatomic particle, a rock, water, chemicals or elements or minerals, or insects or amoebas, it is actually all consciousness. It all rises from this fabric, which is the foundation, is the screen in which life shows up on. Like a movie screen is the background by which the movie is projected onto, and you can see the movie. If there was no screen, you wouldn't have it, you wouldn't be able to see it. So consciousness is the screen that allows life to show up. And we, individually, in our own little point of view, we're a piece of that consciousness. And each of us have our own little screen in which the story of our life is projected. And we're so captured by the movie that we don't see the screen. So the spiritual path is being able to start seeing the screen. It's when the consciousness, our attention, starts churning inward on our own nature. So this is basically the essence of our work together. Understanding this such that you can grasp these concepts, looking into your own experience to validate these concepts, and then out of that coming to your own realizations about the truth of what it is that we're revealing. So it's understanding, experience, realization. In this process, what is now an abstraction becomes real for you. Realization is making something real. So the first part is providing you the information. The second part is providing you opportunities for training your consciousness, training your attention. In spiritual language, this is called sadhana, or spiritual practice. The third is to transmit something of the nature of consciousness to you. And the fourth is to guide you in the process, to help you distinguish between what is truly real and what is still part of the old unreal. Finding the reality within yourself is a process of first unveiling the hidden unrealities that we've been living, thinking they were real. So that's the summary. That's our introduction. It's been, we will continue with these in the series, so I invite you to listen to the next one. Love and blessings to you all.